Hello again, and welcome to BAI, the Soulcast. This is episode 12. And our theme is gratitude. In this week of Thanksgiving, what does it mean to be grateful, to feel gratitude, to feel what Abraham Joshua Heschel calls a sense of indebtedness? My friend and teacher, Rabbi Shai Held, in his powerful, beautiful book about Heschel, suggests that the existential posture of wonder is for Heschel the starting point of all spirituality. It's about being awake to the unexpectedness of being as such. Wonder is the antithesis of taking things for granted. Held writes even a bit more that a sense of perpetual surprise yields the realization that the world as a whole and my life within it did not have to be. They are not brute facts, but rather gifts bestowed. To cultivate a sense of wonder, then, is to instill in myself the knowledge, at once cognitive and experiential, that I am not the author of my own life or of the world that I inhabit. I am, most fundamentally, not a creator of life, but a recipient thereof. In Heschel's memorable formulation, I am what is not mine. Wonder, then, is the posture, the emotional stance that gives way to gratitude. If my life itself, if the world itself, are gifts bestowed, then I have to be grateful. I have to encounter the world around me with a sense of wonder, with a sense of awe, with a sense of gratitude. Heschel has some wonderful phrases on this theme and on this topic. I want to share just a couple of them with you. Endless wonder, he writes, unlocks an innate sense of indebtedness. That's it. Just that one sentence. Endless wonder. If I'm able to always adopt that posture of wonder, of awe, of reverence, of what Heschel elsewhere calls radical amazement, what it will unlock within me is a sense of indebtedness, of gratitude. And that sense of indebtedness, that sense of gratitude is innate. It's part of each of our hardwiring. Elsewhere, he writes about people who he calls spiritual imitators. Such people are afraid to be grateful and too weak to be loyal. They have nothing but the present moment. The contrast is to a noble person, for whom it is a holy joy to remember, an overwhelming thrill to be grateful. And going back to the other side, to a person whose character is neither rich nor strong, gratitude is a most painful sensation. I really love those words. To a noble person, it is a holy joy to remember, an overwhelming thrill to be grateful. And yet another riff on the same theme. Heschel wrote that among the many things that religious tradition holds in store for us is a legacy of wonder. The surest way to suppress our ability to understand the meaning of God and the importance of worship is to take things for granted. Indifference to the sublime wonder of living is the root of sin. And so wonder, or radical amazement, is the chief characteristic of a religious person's attitude toward history and toward nature. And one attitude is alien to that spirit. That's the attitude of taking things for granted, of regarding events as a natural course of things. The prayer book enshrines this idea. At the very beginning of any traditional siddur, the very first line, very often, are words to be recited first thing in the morning upon waking up. Modeh ani lifanecha, melech chai v'kayam. I thank you, I am grateful before you. You who are the living sovereign of the universe. Shehechezarta bi nishmati b'chemla. You who have placed back within me, returned to me, with compassion, my own soul. Rabba emunatecha. How great is your faith in me. The day, in other words, is meant to begin with wonder and gratitude. Hebrew poet Zelda Mishkovsky, known simply as Zelda, has a delicious little poem, one that pursues a similar theme and also draws on language from the Siddur, though from a different prayer. Here are Zelda's words. Haya mashahu mavhil, begon hashamayim, hishtomamti shetzamrot ha'etzim, mitnaddot bekalilut, bli tzel shel charada. Ratziti livroach min harakia halavan, ach hagina haktana her'ata li simanim, ki lo kalu rachamav. There was something alarming in the color of the heavens. I was horrified at the treetops swaying so easily, with not a shadow of anxiety. I wished to flee from the white sky, but the small garden showed me signs that God's mercies never cease. And in very much a similar vein, modern Hebrew poet Asher Reich writes what he calls me'ein tefillah, a kind of prayer. Tehillah lemi she'ha'enik larakia, et ein sof tziv'o, be'orech apayim tzalul, b'maromim hashemesh ke'eleh, osed dvar reshit she'ein reshit l'reshito. Ma tovu, nofei tiferet shenitnu gmul lemi shehaya hoveh v'yihiyeh. V'niflaot ein sof, שבהן יכולה להיוולד מחשבה ממאורות האדמה עד קצות הכוכבים, וגם אלוהים אחרים. Praise to God, who granted the sky its endless color with patience so clear. On high, the sun, like a goddess, makes a beginning with no beginning to its beginning. How goodly. Splendorous views given in compensation for God, who was, is, and will be. And infinity of wonders in which thought can be born from the caves in the earth to the far reaches of the stars, and also other gods. Small gardens show us signs that God's mercies never cease. The sun and the sky, splendorous views, represent an infinity of wonders which elicit praise to their Maker from us. These poets are describing exactly what Heschel describes: a sense of wonder and radical amazement, which gives rise to a sense of indebtedness or gratitude. One of the many things I am grateful for is beautiful music. And I want to share with you a piece of music right now. This is the 50th anniversary of the Grateful Dead's classic album, American Beauty. Give a listen to one of the classic songs from that album, Broke Down Palace, covered by Garth Hudson and a number of other really wonderful musicians. Enjoy.
Fare you well, my honey. Fare you well, my only true one. All the birds that were singing have flown, except you alone.
I hope you love that as much as I do. Just beautiful. Here's a piece of poetry. William Meredith. Spared by a car or airplane crash or cured of malignancy, people look around with new eyes at a newly praiseworthy world, blinking eyes like these. For I've been brought back again from the fine silt, the mud where our atoms lie down for long naps, and I've also been pardoned miraculously for years by the lava of chance which runs down the world's gullies, silting us back. Here I am, brought back, set up, not yet happened away. But it's not this random life only, throwing its sensual astonishments upside down on the bloody membranes behind my eyeballs. Not just me being here again, old needer, looking for someone to need, but you, up from the clay yourself, as luck would have it, and inching over the same little segment of earth ball, in the same little eon, to meet in a room, alive in our skins, and the whole galaxy gaping there, and the centuries whining like gnats. You, to teach me to see it with you, and to offer somebody uncomprehending, impudent thanks. And a word of prayer, composed by a friend, wonderful Rabbi Alana Zaman. God, on days when I am unable to feel grateful, because my expectations imprison me, because my responsibilities burden me, or because the pain of living consumes me, remind me to be grateful. Grateful for the gift of life, for my soul, my breath, my being. Grateful for my family, my friends, and my community. For relationships that heal and nourish. Grateful for the opportunity to learn, to grow, to become. And for the miracles that abound all around me and that ask only to be found. Wishing a joyful and blessed Thanksgiving to all. We have so much to be grateful for. One last piece of music. Nick Lowe's classic, What's So Funny About Peace, Love, and Understanding, performed by the great David Broza, Israeli singer, songwriter, guitarist par excellence, accompanied by the Jerusalem Youth Choir, a mixed Jewish and Arab choir that I've had the opportunity to meet. They gather at the YMCA in Jerusalem and make really beautiful music together, including this piece.
Myself,
get so downhearted sometimes. So where are the strong? And who are the trusted? And where is the harmony, sweet harmony? 'Cause each time I feel it slipping away, it just makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Oh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Trusted. And where is the harmony, sweet harmony? 'Cause each time I feel it slipping away, it just makes me wanna cry. So what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding?